Have you ever stopped to wonder if everything we thought we knew about the Warriors' ironclad core was actually nothing more than a carefully crafted illusion? What if the very player we cheered for as the embodiment of unshakable grit was quietly preparing to turn his back on the blue and gold? And could it be that this sudden move signals a seismic shift in the entire balance of power across the Western Conference? Welcome back to Warriors News Fan Report, where we bring you the latest and most electrifying updates straight from the Bay. Smash that like button, subscribe to Warriors News Fan Report, and turn on notifications so you never miss an update. Today's story reads like a Hollywood thriller. Kevin Looney, the unsung hero, whose hustle rebounded every loose ball, whose screens freed our superstars, whose heart-embodied championship DNA has reportedly been cut loose by Golden State and is on his way to joining LeBron James and Luka Doncic in Los Angeles. Imagine the drop in your stomach when you realize the guy who dove all over the Oracle Arena floor, who plugged every hole in the defense, and who epitomized the Warriors' resilient spirit will now be rocking purple and gold. This is more than a player move. It feels like a betrayal of everything Dub Nation believed to be untouchable. The whispers began when a respected NBA insider noted that Golden State's luxury tax bills were spiraling out of control, prompting the front office to make some excruciating choices. Kevin, despite his championship resume and unbreakable work ethic, was viewed as the most expendable piece in a delicate financial puzzle. Could this be a case of cold, hard arithmetic winning out over championship camaraderie? Is it possible? The Warriors have undervalued the intangible leadership Looney brought to every practice, game, and playoff run. Fans are already asking whether this move is the opening gambit in a broader roster overhaul that risks unraveling the very identity that has defined the franchise for nearly a decade. Let's rewind to understand why Kevin Looney's departure hit so hard. Drafted in 2015, Looney never had the flashiest numbers. He averaged roughly 6 points and 6 rebounds per game. But what he lacked in marquee stats, he more than made up for in relentless effort. Night after night, he battled larger opponents in the paint, timing his rotations to perfection, and set the kind of picks that shattered defenses and created open lanes. For Stephen Curry's signature step-back threes, Draymond Green trusted him implicitly as his defensive partner in crime, relying on Kevin to guard multiple positions, to switch seamlessly, and to anchor the team's defensive schemes. Some insiders believe that without Looney's grit, those historic 3-1 comeback victories in the 2016 Western Conference Finals and the 2019 NBA Finals might never have happened. Yet, despite his championship rings and his contract at the veteran minimum, the NBA's financial rules leave no room for sentimentality. Warriors management, facing a luxury tax bill that could exceed $100 million next season, reportedly viewed Looney's salary as the easiest lever to pull. By waiving him, they open up roughly $6.5 million in cap space, an amount that could be used to pursue a high-upside free agent or to facilitate a blockbuster trade. But here's the million-dollar question. Will the money saved equate to on-court value? Could the Dubs replace Looney's unique brand of intangible hustle with a younger, cheaper body? Some believe this is the Warriors' plan to pivot toward a younger frontcourt, perhaps targeting a stretch five who can space the floor even further, or a second-round pick hungry to prove himself. Yet none of those options come with Looney's playoff pedigree or his reputation as a consummate teammate. Meanwhile, on the other side of the Staples Center, the Lakers are licking their chops. Los Angeles has coveted a defensive-minded center. For years, someone to match up with Anthony Davis in the paint and to clear out space for LeBron's drives. Kevin's proven ability to guard multiple positions and to crash the boards fits like a glove with what Frank Vogel wants to implement next season. Could this be the missing piece that finally tips the Lakers from hopeful contenders to legitimate title challengers? Fans are already picturing the image of LeBron and Luka sharing the floor with the former Warrior, imagining how Looney's championship aura might inject a new level of confidence into that star-studded lineup. This unexpected move also raises questions about the fragile nature of loyalty in professional sports. Kevin Looney played through injuries without complaint, accepted every role the coaching staff handed him, and became the definition of selfless basketball. Yet, in the ruthless calculus of cap management, even a model citizen can find himself expendable. Some insiders believe the front office's decision could fracture the locker room culture that Steve Kerr worked so hard to cultivate, with the remaining core Curry, Thompson, Green feel that same sense of trust in management? Or will this signal the beginning of a slow drift away from the tight-knit brotherhood that made the Warriors the NBA's most beloved dynasty? Historical context only deepens the sting. Since 2015, no team has captured more championships than Golden State. Their small ball revolution, led by Curry's gravity-defying shot-making and Green's all-around mastery, challenged every conventional wisdom about roster construction. And at the heart of it all was Looney, an unsung enforcer, who brought toughness to a team known for finesse. Without him, are we witnessing the last gasp of the Warriors' revolutionary era? Could the franchise be about to trade that identity for a shot at short-term cap relief and a fresh strategic direction? Social media has exploded in response. Dub Nation patriots have flooded Twitter with hashtags like #BringKEVON and #WarriorsBetrayal, lamenting that Bob Myers and Joe Lacob would ever consider letting Looney go. Meanwhile, Lakers fans have created celebratory memes portraying Kevin in a Showtime era jersey, complete with classic 1980s Lakers purple and gold. Journalists are weighing in, too. One prominent beat writer wrote, "Looney's departure is a gut punch to the Warriors' identity. This is about more than dollars and cents." Another speculated that Reggie Miller might even publicly express disappointment, given his admiration for Looney's blue-collar ethos. As the dust settles, speculation spirals into fever pitch. Could this be the preamble to a superstar reunification? Some whisper that the cap space freed by Looney's exit might be earmarked for a potential reunion with Klay Thompson or an out-of-the-blue pursuit of Anthony Edwards out of Minnesota. Others wondered if the move hints at a possible sign-and-trade scenario involving a veteran forward. To bring additional defensive versatility, fans are questioning if the Warriors, having exhausted one era, are preparing for an entirely new chapter, one where the relentless hustle of Kevin Looney is replaced by a hyper-athletic wing or a sharpshooter who can spread the floor to even greater extremes. But what do you think about all of this? Personally, as a Warriors supporter, I believe that while losing Kevin Looney stings like a dagger in the paint, it might also force Golden State to innovate and adapt in ways we can't yet imagine. I can't wait to read your thoughts in the comments below. If you're as hyped as I am for Warriors News Fan Report, smash that like button, subscribe to Warriors News Fan Report, and turn on notifications so you never miss a moment of the drama in blue and gold. As the dust settles on Kevin Looney's departure, the real puzzle pieces are only beginning to move into place. Could this mean a blockbuster reunion with Luka Doncic is on the horizon? Is it possible that the very cap space created by Looney's exit is earmarked not just for any veteran big, but for a generational talent hungry to join forces with Stephen Curry? Fans are wondering if this could be the turning point, where the Warriors shift from a supporting cast powerhouse to a duo-driven juggernaut. Imagine Curry's gravity-defying dribble drives marrying Doncic's playmaking wizardry to MVP. Candidates weaving through defenses in perfect sync. Some insiders believe that such a tandem, even if only for a fleeting postseason run, would rewrite the playbook on modern basketball chemistry. But let's break down the immediate impact on the current rotation. With Looney gone, Jonathan Kuminga and Moses Moody suddenly face a golden opportunity to step into expanded frontcourt roles. Kuminga, with his 6 feet 8 inches frame and 7 feet 0 inches wingspan, averaged 12.3 points and 5.6 rebounds in his rookie season, but played just 19 minutes per game. Could this move finally push him into the 25 to 28 minute range, allowing him to show off that electric athleticism night after night? Similarly, Moody's silky three-point stroke shooting an impressive 39.2% from deep in the G League last year might now see 20 to 22 minutes of floor time, providing the spacing Golden State so desperately craves. And let's not forget the wild card, Jonathan Pajimski. His fearless cuts and unexpected off-the-dribble floaters could flourish if penciled in for 15 minutes a night in a smaller lineup. Could this be the moment a previously buried prospect emerges as the next secret weapon? Then there's Bronny James, whose mere mention in trade whispers has set social media ablaze. Some speculate that the Lakers, in grabbing Looney, have put themselves on a collision course with the Warriors in any future deal involving LeBron's son. Yet for Golden State, Bronny's arrival would be more than a storyline. It would be a coup that merges legacy and analytics. Is it possible that the prospect of coaching LeBron James' son could entice Steve Kerr to push Kerr into youth development? Fans are wondering if Bronny's potential upside, coupled with Curry's mentorship, might create a whole new era of Dub Nation devotion. And what about Draymond Green? His status remains the key variable. Without Looney, does Draymond's role expand as the primary defensive anchor? Or will management seek another big man partner so Green can roam as a hybrid forward? Some insiders believe a sign-and trade for a switch big, someone like Bam Adebayo or Miles Turner, can soften the blow of Looney's loss while preserving Green's freewheeling defensive genius. Could this be the strategic inflection point where Golden State trades frontcourt continuity for perimeter versatility? Meanwhile, the ripple effects across the Western Conference are electric. Nuggets fans are bracing for the possibility that their two-time MVP, Nikola Jokic, could face a Warriors unit boasting both Curry's splash and Doncic's all-around attack. Could this spark a renewed Nuggets-Warriors rivalry that eclipses even the 2019 Finals rematch narrative? In Oklahoma City, Thunder supporters watch with cautious optimism. Milan Williams and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander might find new life exploiting whatever mismatches the Warriors create. And the Clippers? They're calculating whether a Kawhi-Paul tandem can withstand the firepower of a reimagined Golden State core. Fans are already tweeting #CurryDonCIC and #DubNationDomination as social media becomes a virtual betting parlor on playoff brackets. The stats tell a fascinating story. In his last of playoff runs, Luka Doncic averaged 29.1 points, 9.7 rebounds, and 8.3 assists, while shooting 37.4% from three-point range. Stephen Curry, for his part, has never averaged less than 28 points per game in a postseason since 2015, hitting 43.1% from deep in those same runs. Together, they would represent a combined 70.5 points, 13.5 assists, and nearly 14 rebounds per game from two elite perimeter stars. Could Golden State's traditionally smaller lineups handle that offensive heft? Or would the absence of a true paint miner invite matchup nightmares against bigger teams? Like Denver and Phoenix, fans are crunching the numbers. Without Looney, the Warriors allowed 6.2 more points in the paint per 100 possessions last season. Is it possible that Curry-Doncic brilliance could mask that defensive hole? Or will the front office prioritize finding someone who can at least hold down a 20% defensive rebounding rate? Off the court, the chatter has been relentless. Adrian Wojnarowski tweeted, "Warriors boldest move yet, Looney out. Cap space open. Eyes on star upgrade." Shams Charania followed up with a hint. Sources: Warriors evaluating internal youth and external star acquisitions after surprising Looney decision. Andre Iguodala, in a rare podcast appearance, lamented, "Losing Kevin cuts deeper than fans realize. He was the glue." But maybe Golden State's next glue is a marquee star. On Reddit, one fan wrote, "If we land Doncic, I don't care about a paint present. Stars win championships." Another countered, "Without a true rim protector, Curry's circus shots become too risky in the playoffs." Some insiders believe that this split among the fan base reflects a broader philosophical crossroads: championship culture versus championship talent. Tweets from former Lakers legend Derek Fisher added spice to the debate. "Watching Looney lace up purple and gold hurts to see, but business is business." Meanwhile, NBA analyst Rachel Nichols provocatively asked on her show, "Is this the beginning of the end for traditional playoff strategies?" Some even speculated on Instagram Live that Warriors co-owner Joe Lacob might personally intervene. If the Instagram polls skew overwhelmingly toward regret, could that fan backlash reverse course on front office plans? Or is the decision now set in stone? Strategically, the playoffs loom large. Golden State's path to another finals already had the daunting task of neutralizing elite bigs like Domantas Sabonis and Adri Ayton. Now, with the potential addition of another star, the calculus changes. Could the Warriors pivot to a four-guard look with Curry, Doncic, Thompson, and Moody, and let Kuminga handle the backup center duties? Is it possible that the franchise attempts an unprecedented three-point barrage while sacrificing size entirely? Fans are wondering if Steve Kerr will embrace small ball once more, or if he demands a hybrid solution that blends new star power with youth development. Looking even further ahead, the question becomes, what does the future hold for Chase Center? Could another banner truly be raised if Golden State secures an all-time duo and integrates emerging talent? Some insiders believe that a championship win in 2026 would vindicate every bold move, from waving a veteran to courting superstardom. Others warn of the slippery slope. Chasing stars can backfire if chemistry never gels. But no one can deny the thrill of the unknown, the suspense of watching our beloved franchise dance on the razor's edge of reinvention. Is this bold enough? To bring another banner to Chase Center, personally, as a ride-or-die member of Dub Nation, I believe that while the loss of Kevin Looney was gut-wrenching, the true test of Golden State's legacy lies in its willingness to evolve, to chase greatness even when it means leaving comfort zones behind. If you enjoyed this breakdown, don't forget to hit that like button, share your thoughts, and subscribe to Warriors News Fan Report so you never miss another explosive update.